Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Wizards in Washington. Looking at the Wizards, the wheels have started to come off for them recently. Clearly a mid-season swoon taking place. We'll see if they can start to shake out of it tonight. And with the All-Star game almost upon us, lots of fond memories, I'm thinking. Shaq, I mean, you're three-time MVP of this contest. Tell us about one of your favorite All-Star moments.
My first MVP I shared with the great Tim Duncan, a.k.a. Big Fundamentals, but I took the award from him. I said, hey, you already got one of those rings. I'm taking the trophy.
You know what? I hate to give you this kind of props, Shaq, but it really astounds me. You're one of only 3 players to win the All-Star Game MVP, the regular season MVP, and the Finals MVP all in the same year. Forget about a different time span. All in the same. That's an incredible feat, big man.
It's not incredible. Who's the other 2?
The other 2, I would probably say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would be one, and I would say Michael Jordan would be the second. And if they're not, I don't. You know, we'll find out.
They're logical guesses.
We'll have them by We'll have them by halftime. We'll have them by halftime.
What we're trying to do, Shaq, is say that we are very impressed with you, and we consider ourselves very lucky to be sitting here with you. Am I going too far now on that, Kenny?
Well, yeah. Well, the sugar that you're doing is a little bit too much.
Yeah. Let me enjoy my moment.
A little too sweet on the sugar right now.
My bad. Let's go courtside.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. So glad you could join us here at the Verizon Center. It's the home of the Wizards in Washington, D.C. And, of course, Jared Dudley. They will definitely miss his contributions.
Kevin, I've got to admit, I was caught off guard by this trade. I mean, he played such a big part for him. He was the last guy I expected them to move.
But if you're going to make a move, this is when you want to do it, when a guy has basically lifted his ceiling. And so now it creates some other opportunities for some of your younger players. We'll just have to see how that transition plays out and how those new pieces fit.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Jennings out there with Hollis Thompson. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Oakafor. And it's Sampson in at the 3. Blair can't hit. So it's Philadelphia now. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the 2 teams.
2 conference foes, guys, looking to take game 1 tonight. Very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot. And, guys, there was a time where people wondered if John Wall could be a team leader. Well, that question has been answered and then some. Unquestioned leader of the Wizards.
Jennings against Wall. Launches it. Another miss by Milsap.
Certainly not the dream start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early.
Beal. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. On for Wall, Greg, and leading the Wizards, it did take some time. Now he does so much, Clark, for the franchise.
On and off the floor. He's really the face of that franchise and has a chance, in my mind, to be an MVP candidate at some point in his career and is living up to the #1 draft pick hype.
And the first one drops. The thing about Bradley Beal, when he suits up, the entire lineup becomes exponentially more potent. A quick, powerful athlete, Greg, high basketball IQ, had the great teaching at Florida, carries it to the NBA. Opponents have to account for him, I think, on both ends of the floor.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, coming out of college, a lot of people compared him to Ray Allen. I mean, he possesses that next level smoothness and body control that's often indicative of a true difference maker.
It's back to Jennings. Millsap a screen. Thompson in the posts. He's covered by Beal. And that one's good. Milsap.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And, you know, going back to Bradley Beal, the bottom line is he's a winner. Last year, the Wizards went 8-9 with Beal out of the lineup. Hard to argue with those facts and numbers.
Now, here is Gortat. 9 points last game out, and that one's good. Gortat's got his first points in this one. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here. Now Jennings. Milsap a screen. Blair against Oakafor. Just 5 to shoot. Deep 2 from Jennings. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
And when you talk about Bradley Beal, it's not just having him in the lineup that matters. It's having him at his best. When he's at 100% health, there are very few guards in the league who can keep up with him. Truly one of the game's great young talents.
Here is Gortat following the basket by Brandon Jennings. Wall's shot is off.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Jennings with the ball. Now Beal defending. Sampson, the pass to Milsap. Puts up the baby hook. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Wall. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And I thought the contribution he made by just generating contact, getting to the line was outstanding, guys. I mean, he picked up a lot of points at the stripe.
Here's Jennings. Following the basket by John Wall. Jennings gets to Milsap. Oakafor dishes to Milsap. Oubre pulls it in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Poked away. Jennings passes to Sampson. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Takes it off the glass.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's Jennings. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. Thompson outside. Back to Oakafor. It's hauled in by Blair.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Pass to Oubre. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Oubre's got his second bucket of the game to go. Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and you're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
So for Washington, their last game a loss to Golden State.
And given their performance in that game, which was not necessarily a work of art, I had a hard time believing it wound up being as close as it did.
And, you know, as it came down the stretch, Greg, I was thinking, how is this still a game? I mean, how is this still close? You got the sense that it was never going to be their night.
Jennings with another miss. The Wizards have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Beal against Thompson. 13 feet away. Beal can't get it to go.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
The drive by
numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Outside Wall. Jennings. That's short off the rim. That one's good. Wall's got his second bucket tonight.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
And John Wall, guys, is still one of the most explosive players in the league. His speed makes professional athletes look like they are stuck in mud.
Well, these are players that have a job to do, and they've been doing it very well. Here's a look at the top passing point guards in the NBA over the course of the past 10 games. Second, Brandon Jennings.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
And that's the thing to me. I mean, as exceptional as their assist numbers are, it's their leadership and that ability to direct their offense. That's what makes them stand out.
Now here's Jennings, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Oakafor. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Okafor's got his first points of the game. The Wizards have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Passes it to Wall. Count the bucket.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
The 76ers trail by 4. Pick by Oakafor. Jennings dishes to Oakafor.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Jahlil, 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Washington making some changes. Gary Neal comes in for Bradley Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Marshall, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Cannon comes in for Brandon Jennings. And he's good on the second. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
And Aldridge sends it back. Now here's Sessions. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State. And it's Gortat, that time on the assist by Sessions. And it's an 8-point Wizards lead.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing. And what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
And in the second round, the Wizards continued to be a tough opponent. I mean, they went up 2-1 on the Hawks, but were unable to keep the series lead. A lot of close, heartbreaking losses for them in that series.
So it's Washington now. Philadelphia able to drain the 3.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
The 76ers trail by 7. Oakafor with the screen on Sessions. Cannon kicks to Oakafor. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And the Hawks would ultimately take down the Wizards last year in the postseason. John Wall and his injury were a big turning point in that matchup. And all those buzzer beaters for both teams made it one of the most interesting series of the postseason.
Here's Cannon. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Noel from 15 feet away. That's good.
Nerlens.
Washington with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Gortat with the screen for Sessions. And that one's good.
Well, they worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
There's a screen by Noel. Marshall with it. Now guarded by Stevenson. The 10-footer. Here's Oakafor. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Get ready to go, Wizard Girls!
A chance here, Kevin, to take a look at the 76ers and how they rank in the NBA right now. First in fewest turnovers a game. Third in three-point shooting. And this is also what I would call a pretty solid offensive rebounding team. I mean, they've got a top 10 ranking in the second chance points category.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Oakafor. Aldridge the pass to Sessions. Kicks it to Aldridge. Dishes it to Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jump shot is good that time. Neal's got his second bucket of the night. The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Cannon. 9 points last game out. There's a screen by Noel. Cannon kicks to Marshall. He feeds it to Milsap. That falls. Great assist by Marshall. 6 points for Milsap.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And Lance Stevenson really couldn't find minutes in Charlotte last season. Ended up sitting out a lot of games as a DNP CD. Not the start he wanted with the new team.
Stolen. Here's Cannon. Gortat with the block. But they get it back. Noel. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Nerlens, Noel.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Gortat with the screen for Sessions. He dishes it to Gortat. Milsap with the steal. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Cannon the pass to Noel. That gives them the lead. Noel's got 6.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
On its way from Neal for 2. Here's Aldridge, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Embiid. For Washington, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Cole Aldridge at the line for 2.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
first free throw is good. Both teams will make substitutions. He's off on the second.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Tie game in Washington. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And an exciting young backcourt in Washington with John Wall and Bradley Beal. Wall said that Beal is known for his appetite.
When we go out to eat, he gets like 2 meals. You know, like some people eat 1 meal and the second meal you get to go home. He really finishes 2 meals at one time, and it'd be like, dog, there's no way you about to eat that. So he likes to eat a lot, and he does a great job finishing it.
Do you think John Wall's hungry for a championship in D.C.?
Yeah, I would certainly think so. Well, not really. I've seen that dude eat exactly the way John described it. It is an unbelievable sight to behold. You literally cannot comprehend how anybody could scarf up that much food and still hoop.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Like or handball
either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen.
The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Cole Aldrich is out there with Blair. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. And that one misses.
And looking at Joel Embiid, he has all the tools to be the game's next great center. He's raw, no doubt about that. And he'll have to overcome the injuries, but his combination of side speed, agility, practically unparalleled.
He hits the second from the line. Regarding Joel Embiid, what makes him even that much more unique as a young 7-footer, excellent shot mechanics, and a feathery touch. In college at Kansas, he shot break 63% from the floor. Many of those were face-up jumpers.
And as the season wore on, he became money at the free throw line as well. Those are the kinds of unique attributes that make him an extra scary prospect.
And here's Jennings after the 3-pointer from Bradley Beal. And Embiid gets it to go.
That's how to orchestrate for your team.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Feeds it to Beal. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Here's Aldrich. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 3. There's the feed to Embiid. And one off the back iron, and down it falls. Embiid's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers. Ball against Jennings. And here's Wall. He's got 6. Here's Oubre. Here's Aldrich. Off target at the rim. Philadelphia shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Okay, gentlemen. 2 shots. 2 shots.
And And he knocks down the first one. Thompson, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Now here's Beal. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
Embiid with a screen on Wall. With the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And that's now 7 points for Joel Embiid.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill. Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Atlanta Hawks.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Now here's Thompson. He's coming off a 19-point game against Atlanta.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
And here's Wall. Following Brandon Jennings' 3. Wall attacking. He goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Wall's got it all tied up now for Washington.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
The screen from Thompson. Off the pick. That one off the back iron and out.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here is Jennings following the basket by John Wall. Thompson a screen on Wall. Jennings dishes to Thompson. Launches a 3. And again, Brandon Jennings for 3. Jennings has got 6 in the quarter.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Blair the screen. And Wall kicks to Blair. Beal from long range. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 3rd rebound tonight. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Thompson. And too long on the shot. Washington's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Field's shot is good. But guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you can hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, rise and center, give it up for your Wizard Girls.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed his team. He touched on his desire to see them make heavy use of the pick and roll for the rest of the game. Keep setting those screens, fellas. Those were his exact words. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, And as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it. These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Now here's Jennings. 8 points for him. Near the three-point line, it's Milsap. And that one comes up a bit short. The Wizards with the lead. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
Here is Jennings after Marcin Gortat's bucket. Pick by Oakafor. Shoots off the screen. Jennings with the bucket. Jennings has got 8 points in the quarter.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Oubre. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State. Jennings with the ball. He kicks it to Milsap. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. And that's now 10 points for Paul Milsap. Washington trailing. Outside, Wall. The dish to Gortat. Beal, that's for 2. They get it again. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
So for the Wizards, Lance Stephenson's checked in for Oubre. Gary Neal comes in for Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Kendall Marshall's checked in for Philadelphia. Cannon comes in for Brandon Jennings. Now here's Marshall. His last outing, he had 8 points. Off the pick. Again, Philadelphia. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Here is Stevenson after the Sixers pick up 2. 5 on the clock. Pass to Gortat. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Thompson. He's right around 9 points a night. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle. Does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team. They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Philadelphia's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Here's Marshall. 3-pointer. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist from Marshall. Marshall's got 3 assists tonight. Sessions passes to Blair. Out to the right wing. And Sessions kicks to Blair. Oakafor with the steal. Marshall with it. Now guarded by Gortat. Pass to Cannon. Picked by Oakafor. Here's the 3. The shot is off. And it's Washington the other way.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And the dunk by Blair.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Nerlens Noel checks in for the 76ers. Here's Cannon. He's got 5. Oakafor with the screen on Sessions. Pass to Noel from 10 feet out, and Stevenson pulls it in. Washington's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Washington.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from a strike.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
There's a screen by Noel. Dishes to Oakafor. The 76ers again can't hit it. Wizards leading by 3. Stevenson passes to Gortat. Sessions with it. He's picked up by Milsap. Here's Blair, and Oakafor with the block. Stevenson against Milsap. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Picked by Oakafor. There's Cannon with the 3, and he gets it to go. Cannon's got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked. They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Washington. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out. And, of course, there's the 76ers. 2.5 games back.
And seeing where Washington is, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
Yeah, it's full makeover time now, guys. I'm sure they've learned their lesson that this roster is not one that can sustain any kind of success in today's NBA.
Now here's Sessions. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. 4 on the clock. Gortat. No good. Excellent D there from Oakafor. Philadelphia's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Kicks it to Milsap. Washington's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Neal's shot is off. Philadelphia's gotten out from 3-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Beyond the arc, and it's Milsap. That time on the assist by Cannon. Millsap's got the lead up to 3 now for Philadelphia. And Sessions kicks to Stevenson to the left side wing. Here's Neal. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State. There's a screen by Gortat. Off the pick. And Oakafor with the block. Wow. And Neal kicks to Sessions. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Okafor's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Feeds to Marshall. Here's Cannon. 8 points for him. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Here's Neal. He's got 8. To end the run. No good on the layup. Cannon. Shot is off. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Philadelphia ahead, up by 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
All right, Kevin, thank you. I'm here with John Wall. And, John, when you're hitting your jumpers early and force that defense to guard you, how much easier does that make it to attack the basket or find your teammates with a pass?
Oh, man, you see it, man. The lane is open. I'm finding my teammates, and they just get those guys open. And that's one thing I said I want to work on since I've been here. I don't want to just be a myself player. I want to be a team player. And they're doing a great job of setting screens, getting me open. And I got to just keep finding and making shots.
John, thank you. Kevin, he seamlessly navigates those seams.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. There was no stopping Paul Millsap in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Efficiency, efficiency, efficiency. The 3 E's, Shaq. That's all I got to say. They've avoided turning the basketball over, and that's a recipe for success. Now, here's how they do it. By sacrificing the highlight reel plays, you get good looks, and those home run plays will still come.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
One thing I really like is their pace, nice and quick. A lot of their buckets came in transition when they saw opportunity, they took it. It's so important for a team to be able to dictate the pace of the game, and we saw them do exactly that. They should stick with that because it's working. Keep up that transition game.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
What a performance from Milsap here. 13 points and the 2 nice steals as well. I tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
And he would have stood out just on the strength of the defense. But how about offensively? He's been clicking there as well.
And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Paul Millsap. Jennings out there with Hollis Thompson. Then there's Okafor, and it's Sampson in at the small forward position. Millsap misses. Wizards trail by 5. And he isn't the biggest body at 6'8", Clark, but Paul Millsap very effective.
And part of his being underrated and underestimated, I think, is due to that size. But folks are finally starting to come around. That kind of production he's put up will make that happen.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
The Wizard shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game.
And Millsap with over a 7-foot wingspan and also just a great nose for the ball. He gets you rebounds, blocks, and he leads all power forwards in steals pretty much every season.
Now here's Thompson after Gortat's miss. But 3. It's rebounded by Blair. Blair's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Blair, the screen. Outside, Wall. He feeds it to Beal. Off target from outside.
And speaking of Millsap's defense, I mean, he can switch out and cover perimeter players as well. His smaller stature gives him that versatility, but then the long wingspan allows him to still bang with the biggies.
Soft touch off the glass. And now it's a 9-point 76ers lead. Wizards have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. To the paint, here's Beal, and Thompson sends it back.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Deflects the pass. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively, they desperately need a basket.
Wall's shot is off.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Jennings. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Oakafor. That'll be his second foul of the game. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for DeJuan Blair. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid's checked in. Wizards trail by 9. Now Beal, 11 points in the game. There's a good screen. Aldrich kicks to Oubre. Just 5 to shoot. Trying to get back on track. Good D by Thompson. Philadelphia leading by 9. And there's the pass to Sampson. He dishes it to Embiid, and Aldrich sends it back. Ball against Jennings. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 14 points for Wall.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
That drops. Embiid's got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And Aldrich with the slam.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush. What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
And the 76ers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
And guys, the Sixers drafted Embiid 3rd overall despite a foot injury that would keep him out all of his rookie season. Came to the Sixers with a back issue out of Kansas. Of course, they knew all this going in.
Yeah. And Kevin, the Sixers have made an art here lately of drafting players who aren't immediately eligible to play. 2 years ago it was Nerlens Noel who sat out the season with a knee injury. Last year it was Dario Saric who played overseas, and now Embiid.
Thompson against Beal. Wall up top. He's got 14. 5 on the clock. And Thompson sends it back. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Sampson. Lays it in off the breakaway. Sampson's got 6. Wizards trail by 12. Outside, Wall. And he takes that one up and powers puts it through.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
And the Wizards with possession after the Sixers pick up 2. Here's Sampson, got a piece of it. Thompson dishes to Jennings. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Wizards shooting is leaving some to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. There's a screen by Gortat. Gortat with the screen for Wall. Oh, good on the triple. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Thompson passes to Jennings. Back to Thompson. Embiid the screen. Pass to Sampson. There's the feed to Jennings. Off the pick. Again, Jennings missing.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Outside, Wall. There's Beal with the 3. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Beal's got it back down to single digits for Washington. 76ers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Embiid the screen. Jennings kicks to Embiid. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Here is Gortat. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. No one near Wall as he lets it go. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept them in it.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
The shooting guards you see listed there have been the ultra-reliable players for the past month. Take a look at their percentages from the field during that time. And Stevenson's checked in for the Wizards. Gary Neal comes in for Beal. Philadelphia also making some changes. Noel's checked in for Thompson. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Thompson. Cannon kicks to Sampson. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one misses. Wizards trail by 11. To the middle. It's Gortat with the drive. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 9 assists now tonight. There's a screen by Noel. Here's Jennings. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Stevenson against Jennings. 6 to shoot. Stevenson dishes to Wall. Again, the miss by Wall. The 76ers leading by 9. Cannon kicks to Embiid. Passes it to Sampson. Stolen by Stevenson. Here's Neal. He's got 8. Nice ball movement by Washington. Stevenson can't hit.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
That's good.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Aldridge, no good. Philadelphia's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Here's Sampson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Blair comes in for Gortat, and Sessions subbed in for John Wall. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Marshall's checked in, and so he makes both from the line.
You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but parity is at a great spot right now. Every team can compete for a title or end up last in their conference, it seems. It's something the NBA wanted and ultimately now has achieved.
And that is good. Neal's got 11 points.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
Marshall passes to Cannon. He kicks it to Marshall. Up top, Embiid. Now the dish to Marshall. Shot clock at 6. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off with the shot. And Embiid gets it to go. Embiid's got 11 in the second half. And speaking of NBA parity, it's impossible to go from last to first in a single year, but it can happen in a 3-year span.
Oh, you really want from a fan's perspective hope. To illustrate the parity, all 4 teams in the conference finals from last year were different from the year before.
The Wizards have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Jakar Sampson. Second free throw, no good. The 76ers leading by 11. Noel, a screen on Sessions. Milsap has the open look. Rebound, Washington. Blair's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Neal. The shot's good. Sessions making the play. Neal's got 13. Philadelphia has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Embiid the screen. Noel dishes to Cannon. Millsap left side. Again, Millsap missing. Wizards trail by 9. Now here's Sessions. Blair the screen. And Sessions kicks to Stevenson. Lets it fly from 18. It's hauled in by the 76ers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And Sessions kicks to Stevenson. .59 seconds left in the third quarter. And the rejection by Noel. And Blair gets it to go.
And the shooting has really been there for him today. but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now, here's Marshall. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Noel sets a screen for Marshall. Off the screen, slam dunk by Noel.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. And the 76ers making a change here. Okafor's checked in. Up top, Stevenson. Milsap covering. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good by Stevenson.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain.
Here's Cannon. He's got 15. Picked by Oakafor. From 15 feet away. No good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers lead by 10. We'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Here is Wall. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Blair is out there with Gortat, and it's Oubre in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Now here's Beal. To the inside. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Gortat.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Here's Oakafor. Clock at 6. The 15-footer, and that one hits back iron. Washington's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Milsap with the steal. Beal against Jennings. Down low. Gortat with the block. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg. Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
Wizards trail by 9. Blair, the screen. Pass to Beal. 9 feet out, and good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 10 assists here tonight, so active. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Jennings passes to Oakafor. Here's Milsap. Clock at 6. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 9 points for Jahlil Oakafor. Outside, Wall. Blair, the screen. Thompson against Beal. There's a screen by Gortat. Back to Wall. Lets it go from deep. Another shot. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
It's been a strong night for Gortat. 11 rebounds, and he's been a brick wall today with all those blocks.
You got that right. He's giving them serious doubts about bringing the ball to the rim.
And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, He's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete, but he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
And the second free throw, good.
Talking about Gortat, he was a late second-round draft choice in 2005. His first 4 years in the league, highly underwhelming. Now, over the last 4 years, he's averaged around 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game. Those are good numbers.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Get ready for your Wizard Girls.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Washington's head coach said to his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me, show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Now here's Beal, outside Wall. Gortat with a screen on Jennings. Wall dishes to Blair. And another miss by Washington. The 76ers leading by 10. Thompson with it. Now Beal defending. It's Jennings with the drive. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And here's Jennings. Milsap a screen. Oakafor inside. Gortat's there. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
A great job getting the ball inside right now. Coach really wants them to show some physical presence and toughness here in the second half. And that's exactly what they're doing. What a game we've seen here for Oakafor. He's got 12 rebounds, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
Now here's Wall. Dishes to Oubre. Kicks it to Blair. They set the screen. Feeds it to Beal. Shot off the screen. No good. Good D by Thompson. Philadelphia leading by 11. Jennings kicks to Oakafor. Milsap inside. He's covered by Beal. And that one's good. Milsap.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Shoots from the elbow. Beal can't get that one to fall. 76ers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Gotta be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
Here's Blair. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, He had to really power that one up and in.
And the free throw, no good.
And guys, this 76ers team still trying to forge an identity. One thing that is sure, they will attack the basket, and a lot of fearless players on this roster.
Now here's Jennings from past the arc. Milsap, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Millsap's got 10 points in just the second half.
And that's a really deft touch right there, guys.
And he just guided that ball back up and in. You know, Clark, just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Really well done.
And you know what? No need to catch it in a situation like that. He's got terrifically soft hands, and that finish doesn't allow the defense to react.
Just 3 to shoot, and Oakafor with the block. And he's able to get it back. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Jennings with the ball. Pick by Oakafor. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good from outside. Well, the 76ers do go at the basket without hesitation. They are fearless, Clark, going inside. Led the NBA last season on point-off drive.
Well, you know, I like to say you've got to use what you have. They didn't have many shooters, so that means head down, get to the rim.
At the line for your Wizards, Kelly Oubre. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Oubre. And both free throws good for Oubre. The 76ers leading by 14. Now Jennings. They set the pick on the wing. Thompson. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Beal can't get it to go. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And stolen by Blair. Beal with it, picked up by Thompson. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Thompson against Beal. Millsap a screen. Jennings passes to Oakafor. He wants to get to Millsap and does. 6 on the shot clock. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
It's been a tough go for him, just an uncontainable game for Thompson. He has 14 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
Outside, Wall. It's Beal on the wing. Blair the screen. Beal dishes to Blair. Unloads from 13. And he overshot that one, missing.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Rejected by Milsap. Wall against Jennings. It's stolen by Wall. To the middle. Here's Beal. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. The 76ers leading by 17. Jennings kicks to Thompson. Milsap against Gortat. And stolen by Blair. Here's Beal. Great D that time from Jennings. Philadelphia shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. The 76ers again can't hit it. Washington's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. There's a screen by Gortat. There's Beal with the three, and that one's good. Beal's got 9 points in the quarter.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, rise and center, give it up for your Wizard Girls.
Thompson against Beal. Oakafor inside. It's rebounded by Blair. Wizards trail by 14. Left side, Wall. And Oakafor with the block. But they'll get another chance. Thompson comes with the double team. 4 on the clock. Beal from long range. And again, Washington with the triple.
Seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot.
The steal. And that one's good. Millsap's got 8 here in the quarter.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a during the run.
Here's Milsap. Gortat with the block.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, rise and center, give it up for your Wizard Girls.
Outside, Wall. He feeds it to Beal. Launches it. Can't get it to go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Jennings passes to Thompson. Picked by Oakafor. It's back to Jennings. Shot clock at 5. Open shot, Thompson. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Thompson's got 10 points in just the second half.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
The 76ers leading by 13. Outside Jennings. The pass to Oakafor. Thompson inside the line. It's John Wall with the rebound. Washington's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the 76ers.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3. It paid off for them in the end.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Paul Millsap. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Now here's Jennings. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Thompson. And so Thompson nails both of them. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Sessions. At the top of the key, Neal. Here's Aldridge. The shot, no good. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Paul Millsap.
Well, his ability to get into the paint, get to the rim was deadly. For a guy who's mainly a perimeter shooter, it was remarkable how many of his points came right at the bucket.
You gotta love Paul Millsap showing us all of what he's capable of. He's tough to guard. He's got a tremendous combination of an inside and an outside game. He can really do it all. He'll get you points at the rim, and he can knock down the mid-range